discomfort acts as a silent assassin, slowly eroding your life through a series of daily choices. It does not attack with brute force. Instead, it invites you into a state of ease. It whispers for you to rest a little longer or delay your vital efforts until tomorrow. This seductive cycle of soft habits and low pressure feels safe to the weary human mind. Yet, it is precisely this lack of resistance that prevents any meaningful growth or personal evolution. Most people remain trapped in mediocrity not because they lack potential, but because they avoid discomfort. They consistently avoid the necessary friction required for the process of human evolution to take hold. They mistake the total absence of struggle for genuine peace, failing to see the hidden danger. They fail to realize that comfort is actually a deceptive cage designed to limit their reach. By choosing the path of least resistance, you are effectively choosing to stay exactly the same. You allow your routine to solidify into a rigid reality that stifles your deepest burning ambition. Every easy decision you make carries a hidden cost that accumulates slowly over the passing years. That cost is the gradual erosion of your true potential, leaving you hollow and unfulfilled inside. The trap is set with velvet cushions, inviting you to sink deeper into a stagnant life. You convince yourself that you are merely resting, but the rest never truly comes to end. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into years, while your dreams remain locked behind iron bars. The comfort you seek becomes the very wall that prevents you from seeing the vast horizon. You trade your future for a momentary sense of relief that offers no lasting internal satisfaction. The silence of the cage is deafening, yet you mistake it for the quiet of contentment. Your potential sits dormant, waiting for the spark of challenge that you refuse to ignite today. The soft habits you cultivate are like vines, slowly binding your limbs to the status quo. You believe you are in control, but your choices are dictated by the desire for ease. This is the paradox of the modern age, where safety becomes the enemy of your greatness. You avoid a cold wind of change, preferring the stagnant air of a room without windows. Every time you choose the easy way, you weaken the resolve needed to face real obstacles. The erosion is subtle, a slow wearing away of the spirit that once burned with fire. You look in the mirror and see a stranger, someone who settled for less than their worth. The potential remains, but it is buried under layers of complacency and fear of the unknown. You must recognize that the cage is not locked from the outside. You hold the key. The choice to remain is yours, just as the choice to break free is always available. Consider how the comfort of a warm bed makes the morning alarm feel like an enemy. You hit the snooze button, trading your discipline for another 10 minutes of mindless hazy sleep. This small act of surrender sets the tone for the entire day that follows your choice. You avoid the hard work of planning, preferring the comfort of drifting through your daily tasks. The world moves forward, yet you remain anchored by the heavy chains of your own convenience. Growth is not a gentle process. It is a violent tearing of the old to make room. You must be willing to endure the ache of stretching beyond your current, limited mental capacity. Without the pressure of a deadline or the weight of a challenge, your spirit grows soft. The muscles of your character atrophy when they are never tested against the resistance of life. You fear the discomfort of failure, but you should fear the comfort of staying the same. The easy path is a downward slope that leads away from the summit of your potential. Every step you take toward comfort is a step away from the person you could become. Stop negotiating with your own laziness and start demanding more from your daily waking hours. The resistance you feel is not a sign to stop, but a sign that you grow. Embrace the friction of the struggle as the necessary fuel for your eventual, inevitable personal rise. The pain of discipline is far lighter than the heavy, crushing weight of lifelong, deep regret. Do not let the softness of your current life deceive you into believing you are safe. Safety is an illusion that keeps you small, while the world demands your absolute best effort. Break the cycle of ease by intentionally choosing the harder, more rewarding, and difficult path today. The discomfort you flee is the very thing that will forge your strength and your character. Look at the challenges in front of you as opportunities to sharpen your dull, rusted blade. You are capable of so much more than the life you have settled for right now. The only thing standing between you and your greatness is the desire for a soft life. Discard the comfort that keeps you stagnant and embrace the struggle that sets you truly free. Your potential is a fire that requires the oxygen of challenge to burn bright and hot. If you keep it shielded from the wind, it will eventually flicker out and die away. Choose the wind, choose the storm, and choose the hard climb toward your own unique summit. The view from the top is only accessible to those who refuse to stay in the valley. The time for comfort has passed, and the time for your transformation has finally arrived here. Step out of the cage, embrace the discomfort, and begin the work of becoming your best. The shift begins the moment you consciously choose discomfort over the safety of the status quo. Growth is a fundamental law of nature, governing everything from the smallest cell to human character. Just as muscles require physical strain to strengthen, the mind and character require resistance to flourish. When you stop negotiating with yourself and start embracing the hard path, everything begins to change. You become sharper, more disciplined, and significantly more resilient than you were in your previous state. This transition is not about seeking suffering for its own sake, but about changing your perspective. You must start recognizing that comfort is a test of your resolve rather than a reward. By pushing past your perceived limits and engaging with the challenges you have been avoiding daily, you finally break the cycle that has kept you stagnant for far too many long years. You must stop waiting for the fleeting spark of motivation to arrive before you take action. Instead, you must start acting in spite of the difficulty, regardless of how you currently feel. Ultimately, you will realize that while comfort feels good in the moment, it weakens you slowly. It drains your vitality, whereas intentional discomfort builds the foundation for the person you were meant. The path forward is rarely smooth, yet it is the only way to escape the cage. Every time you choose the harder option, you are reclaiming a piece of your lost potential. The resistance you once feared becomes the very tool you use to carve out your future. Do not shy away from the friction of life, for it is the fire that refines. Your ambition demands more than just passive existence. It demands a constant, active, and bold pursuit. When you embrace the struggle, you stop being a victim of your own soft, daily habits. You become the architect of your own evolution, building strength through every single difficult, conscious choice. The comfort you once craved now feels like a hollow shell that no longer fits you. You are no longer defined by your past ease, but by your current, relentless forward momentum. Each challenge overcome is a victory that solidifies your new, stronger, and more capable inner self. The world opens up when you decide that your growth is worth more than your ease. Stand tall in the face of adversity, knowing that every ounce of strain is pure progress. The cage of comfort is unlocked by your own hands the moment you choose the struggle. Step out into the vast, demanding, and beautiful unknown where your true potential finally finds life. You are becoming the person you were always meant to be through this intentional hard work. The silence of your former life is replaced by the roar of your own persistent, daily. Every decision to push harder is a declaration of your freedom from the trap of mediocrity. Today, you must make the choice to do something that terrifies your comfort-seeking inner self. Do not look for an easy way out, for the easy way is a dead end. Push past the imaginary limits you have built around your capabilities over these many long years. Embrace the resistance as if it were a long-lost friend returning to sharpen your dull edges. Do not negotiate with the voice that whispers for you to stay in bed or rest. That voice is the enemy of your progress, designed to keep you small and perfectly contained. Do not delay your transformation for another hour, for time is the one resource you lose. Move with purpose, even if your legs feel heavy and your spirit feels weary from change. Action is the only bridge between the person you are and the person you desire. Every step you take into the discomfort is a step away from the life of average. You are forging a new path, one that requires grit, determination, and a refusal to quit. The discomfort you feel is simply the sensation of your old self shedding its dead skin. Keep moving forward, regardless of the obstacles that rise up to meet your newfound resolve. Your potential is waiting on the other side of the pain you are currently avoiding today. There is no reward in the safety of the shore. The treasure lies in the deep. Dive into the challenge, knowing that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. The struggle is not a sign that you are failing, but proof that you are growing. Accept the weight of the burden, for it is what makes your muscles strong and capable. You are building a legacy of resilience that will outlast the fleeting comfort of the day. Every moment of resistance is a building block for the monument of your future success story. Do not look back at the comfort you left behind. It has nothing left to offer. Focus entirely on the horizon, where your true purpose is waiting to be claimed by you. You have the power to redefine your reality by simply choosing the harder, better path daily. The world needs the version of you that has been tempered by fire and hard work. Do not deny the world your greatness by settling for the ease of a quiet life. Rise to the occasion, meet the challenge, and prove to yourself that you are truly alive. The journey is long, but the destination is worth every ounce of the effort you spend. You are the master of your fate, and your choices are the tools of your creation. Stay the course, keep pushing, and never let the lure of comfort pull you back down. Your potential is infinite, provided you are willing to pay the price of constant daily discomfort.